international community, House Bill H.R. 1161 was introduced on February 10, 2025, by Georgia Republican Representative Earl L. Buddy Carter. The bill, currently under review by the Committee on Foreign Affairs and the Committee on Natural Resources, authorizes former President Donald Trump to initiate negotiations for the acquisition of Greenland. However, the proposal does not stop at mere acquisition. It also includes a controversial plan to rename the autonomous Danish territory as Red, White, and Blueland. The legislative process and historical context. The introduction of H.R. 1161 marks a significant step in a long-standing interest by the United States in Greenland. Historically, this is not the first time such an idea has been floated. President Andrew Johnson explored the purchase of Greenland in the 1860s, and President Harry Truman offered $100 million for the territory following World War II. Trump himself had previously mentioned the idea during his first term, and now, with his return to office, the proposal has gained renewed momentum. The bill, if it progresses through the legislative process, would require approval from both the House of Representatives and the Senate. However, the road to such approval is fraught with complexities, not least of which is the vehement opposition from Greenland's leadership. Prime Minister Mute Egede has unequivocally stated, "We are not for sale and will never be for sale." Strategic and economic implications. Greenland, the world's largest island, is rich in natural resources, including rare earth elements, which are increasingly valuable as global demand for technology and renewable energy sources grows. Additionally, the island's strategic location in the Arctic makes it a focal point for geopolitical interests, particularly as climate change opens new shipping routes and access to previously inaccessible resources. According to various estimates, the cost of acquiring Greenland could range from $12.5 billion to a staggering $1.7 trillion. The New York Times and the Washington Post have provided differing figures, reflecting the uncertainty and complexity of such a transaction. The island, which is approximately 3 times the size of Texas, is home to nearly 60,000 people, whose opinions on the matter have yet to be formally solicited. International reactions and geopolitical tensions. The proposal has not gone unnoticed by other global powers. Both Russia and China have expressed interest in Greenland, further complicating the geopolitical landscape. Trump, however, has framed the potential acquisition as a matter of national security and global freedom. In a post on Truth Social, he stated, "For purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world, the United States of America feels that the ownership and control of Greenland is an absolute necessity." Trump's comments have been met with skepticism and concern. Outgoing Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, in a candid moment caught on a hot mic, acknowledged that Trump's talk of absorbing us as a country is a very real thing. This has led to increased scrutiny of Trump's broader foreign policy objectives, which some fear could destabilize international relations. The renaming controversy. Adding to the controversy is Trump's proposal to rename Greenland as Red, White, and Blueland. This move follows a similar executive action in which Trump renamed the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, a change that has already been reflected on platforms like Google Maps. Critics argue that such actions are not only symbolic, but also indicative of a broader strategy to assert American dominance on the global stage. Conclusion. A long road ahead. While the introduction of H.R. 1161 has sparked a flurry of debate, it is important to note that the bill is still in its early stages. The legislative process is lengthy and complex, and the idea of making Greenland the 51st state is far from becoming a reality. However, the proposal underscores the shifting dynamics of global power and the increasing importance of the Arctic region in international politics. As the world watches closely, the future of Greenland remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that any move to acquire or rename the territory will require not only legislative approval but also the consent of the Greenlandic people, who have thus far been steadfast in their refusal to be sold.